Hello, this is Goshen Ithilien from the server ProsperCraft, and today we're playing some Agrarian Skies. See the sky blocks? And we are interviewing today GalacticAgent.
Hello, my name is GalacticAgent.
He's going to be going over this new mod that was added recently called the Tinkers Steelworks. So let's
Alright,
have it. Tell us about what you're going here.
alright, so the basic to actually doing the steelworks is that first, you gotta make sure you got yourself a nice Tinkers Construct smeltery, like I have so here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna quickly, what you normally do is throw in some bricks into the smeltery, have it smelt down. Once that happens, put down one of these clay bricks, which in Agrarian Skies you go through, make some dust, take the dust, throw in a bucket full or thing full of water, get the clay, smelt the clay. Pretty easy, right? So once the stone's all smelted, we'll pour it onto here. But I've already done that, so we can skip that step for right now. Cool little tip about those bricks. If you're gonna get attacked by, I don't know, a zombie or creeper or skeleton, you can actually throw the bricks. They do a lot of knockback. They do a lot of knockback, but not a lot of damage.
Really? So you throw
Oh yeah,
throw bricks.
yeah. I've been now and then if I have extra stuff, I'll throw them to the other islands. See if I try to hit somebody.
That's pretty awesome. You just knock them right off your island and kiss them goodbye.
Oh yeah. So heads up, if you guys don't know about the book, you'll need the Materials and Me book, the Tinker's Construct one. Place that as if you're placing down like a pickaxe head to make a mold out of. Go down the book onto the little area, and then you put seared stone. You probably need about 1 or 2 seared stone to make the book. And the book is actually nicely colored. It'll give you all the information you'll need for the mod. It'll tell you everything you need, how to make the bricks, how many bricks you'll need, which ends up being a lot more than you think. So, to begin with, I have all the bricks, I have all the stuff to make it. So first off, we're going to lay down the base, which is just scorched brick, and we go around like so. And then to make sure that you can get your fluids out, we're going to put a nice scorched drain. You got to make sure it's the drain, otherwise you're going to have problems later on. So we click it out. For me, the reason I'm sticking the drain here, instead of like, I don't know, in the front like most people, is that I've already gone through and made myself a giant Steelworks tank. And
Yeah, what is this?
yeah, so the Steelworks tank, I'm still tinkering around with it. All mods seem to hate me. So what we do to begin with, I'll just break it down real quick, like so. So what you'll notice if you look inside is that one, I have a deep tank controller. Oh well, I got no food. So the deep tank controller is the brain or the main housing for the rest of the tank. It also tells you liquids, so you can click on the liquid and take it to the top or bottom, just like the smeltery. So what you do is you lay scorched brick, you place it down, lay scorched brick around you put it in about a circumference of, let's see, what's it, 5 blocks. Then you put 3 blocks of any kind of glass you want. So it could be clear glass, the My Factory reloaded glass, I know works. Let's see, regular glass if you don't want to go through all the processes of making the other ones. And then you always want to make sure you can cover this up completely, but you will want to make sure that you stick a drain, a scorched drain, like I have so here. Now, you can stick that anywhere. You can stick it on the corner. Hell, if you want to, you could change out the drain for a tank of some sort. Like, I don't know, maybe a mariculture tank. So once you have that set up, this is the base. Then you can go as high as you want with your glass. They haven't listed a max, so I'm pretty sure you can go as high as you want. So then we surround the entire thing in glass. Again, any kind of glass you want. Do not change the corners to be like scorched brick. The entire middle has to be glass. And then you cover it with scorched brick. And then in the middle, you gotta make sure you have glass. Any kind.
Okay.
Alright. Now if we go up top, you'll notice that I stuck a drain. This is an input drain because it's on the top and it's facing up.
Okay.
The logic in that makes no sense. So, now that we've laid down the first layer, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that this block, the middle block, is completely void of any materials from here on out. So we're going to lay down maybe a scorched brick here, here, and then go around. I'll stop here. I'll add something there. And then we're going to lay one here. Now we're going to put the brain, the controller, right down here. Right in the middle. Or somewhat middle. You can stick this again anywhere. It could be right on top of your drain. It could be... You can't stick in the corners. It gets a little bit wonky. But you can stick it pretty much anywhere else. It can be... If you have multiple layers to this, you can have this one up, one layer up, or all the way at the top, depending upon how big you make it. So, for convenience, I'm going to stick down a scorched duct. That way I can input items for later use.
Scorched duct. Got it.
Yeah. Scorched duct.
Okay.
Now I'm going to eat some bread. Because I'm hungry, apparently.
Gotta eat.
Yeah. So I'm going to lay down the top layer, which I'm going to leave this part right here completely void of everything.
Okay.
And then we're just going to lay down the layers. Like so. And that will make the Steelworks high temperature oven. Now to make it work, as I fall. To make it work, you stick a lever on top, and then you click it on. So it's pretty simple. Now the components you'll need to make steel is the first thing is gunpowder. Then you'll need some redstone, which in Agrarian skies is quite hard to come by. And then you'll need some sand. Now, I suggest making a lot of sand. You need twice the amount of sand as all the other materials. So what you do, if you want to, you can click on the controller to look at. We're going to stick the gunpowder up top, and then we're going to go redstone and sand. I have some iron ore dust already, so we'll stick that in there. Can you see that?
Okay.
Alright, so if you'll notice, you'll see the little icons too.
Right.
So to power this thing up, we're going to throw in some
So you're not just going to stick your average old lava in this, are you?
Oh, no, because lava's too impure. Everybody knows that. So we're going to stick in some nice blocks of charcoal. I suggest the blocks of charcoal due to actual charcoal because you can get up to a higher temperature at an increased rate, and the actual charcoal itself, it just does not provide enough power to go through and smelt a lot of iron into steel. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw those blocks of charcoal and we're going to let this oven heat up. Now while that's going on, I'm going to go here and throw a chest on this side for later use. And then I'm going to take a fluid duct. I'm going to place it where I have my two scorched drains down. See that?
Okay, yeah. So it's going to transfer down in the tank.
Yeah.
Cool.
But for right now, to make it simple, I'm going to use that, but I'm going to take my little casting table from down here. So I'm going to place that down, and then I'm going to put a nice ingot cast in there. Now work all nice and pretty. Make everything work even better. Turn this off. So while this is going through and heating up itself, it'll go through, heat itself up, heat up all the iron, and then use the materials until you run out. After that point, it'll just melt the iron. So, like, say if you run out of a whole bunch of redstone, you're not sitting there using up your charcoal. You'll sit there and smelt the iron, too.
So if you were to make this taller, you'd be able to put more raw things in it, right?
Yeah, it gives you 1 slot per opening. So if you had, I don't know, 5 or 6 slots, you could do 5 or 6 stacks of iron at a time. But you'll end up going through a lot of charcoal.
So how hot do we need this? How hot is this going to be before it starts going?
I usually noticed it about 2,000 degrees, but you'll notice on the side, 2,000 degrees to 3,000 is, you'll get there with some lots of charcoal, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. It just turned orange. So
nice.
At that point, it starts going a little bit faster. Once it gets all about 2,000, 3,000, it goes through these ore dust in no time. So it'll just take a little bit.
Okay, so what else can you tell us about it?
All right, so
what is this lever for? Is this going to turn it off and on? Turn it off and on?
Yes, the lever. If you have the lever on, it will make the high oven actually turn on. If you turn it off, the high oven turns off and stops using the stuff.
Okay.
But any remaining heat in the high oven will smelt and process items.
Oh, okay. So this iron ore dust is almost done.
Yeah. So down here, my seared stone finally melted itself into my container. So I can go down here. Yeah, I have a lot of iron in there.
Seared stone, okay.
Yeah, so I stuck a brick down there in my casting table.
Yeah.
So we just pour ourselves some nice seared stone on top of that.
Aha.
And we got ourselves a nice seared brick.
Very nice.
Yep.
Scorched brick, used for throwing and crafting.
Yep. Yeah, you can do a lot of things with that. Yeah, very funny ducking cover. Now, I've noticed these things got some pretty good distance to them.
Wait, it didn't go... Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they got some pretty nice distance. You can toss them ridiculously far. Much farther than any egg.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Now that's a throwing arm.
Yeah, you
that's terrible. Does this move you? Woo!
Nah, you got PvP off.
Okay, good. Well, that's really nice that you can't like knock your neighbor off of his sky block from all the way over here.
Well, I've never tried it on anybody because I haven't been able to hit them.
Yeah. Well,
always moving around.
It doesn't work because I'm pegging you with it and nothing's happening. So.
Yeah, you got that darn PvP off.
All right. So, what else do we need to know? Anything else?
That's pretty much it. As the iron smelts up here, the iron smelts, it'll slowly turn itself into steel. Right now we have 6. We've already gone through a lot. Up in the thing, you'll notice that the numbers are now red if you come up and look in the oven. But now red, and we have...
Oh yeah, it's going a lot faster now.
Oh yeah. And we have, 9
right now it has iron ore dust, so you can put in the other things, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, you can stick iron itself. You can stick in pulverized iron. You can stick in all the other irons. Let's see. I believe there's iron ore, sand, and iron ore and gravel. I wouldn't suggest doing that. I'll just do dust.
Because it's the most efficient, right?
Yeah.
And that just makes steel.
Yeah. The best part. But then the steel, later on, the steel can be used to make a nice power unit, what we call a big reactor. Now, that's I'm still working on. You need a lot of steel to process it. Yellorium is ridiculously hard to make. But I've already done this process, and I have myself some nice steel armor.
So can you?
It
Yeah,
looks,
nice armor.
it looks okay, but it does give you, sadly, only 9 out of 10
Oh, okay.
health.
So can you show us
But
this tank in action?
yeah, now be wary, it might go screwy again. Um, Tinker's construct stuff loves to do that a lot.
There's
Yeah,
only one ingot, and well, 4 ingots and 1 nugget left in the high oven.
yeah, that means it went into the yeah. Again, it's been screwy. Yeah, it's the rest of it's in the fluid duct, which seems to hold a lot of liquid.
Oh, okay. So it just didn't interface. It's in the fluid duct, but didn't go into the tank.
Yeah, it's
Huh.
been screwy again.
But imagine a drum would work.
Oh yeah, drum
That's
would probably work the best.
my favorite storage mechanism.
Yeah, I personally like the mariculture tanks. They look nice.